Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the vlog. I'm going to try my hardest to do this video justice today, but I don't think I can really fulfill what this video should be, what you guys deserve. But it is, if you look at the date today, it is 9/11, and if you look at the vlog number, it is 9/11. So today we are going to be talking about 9/11, which, if you are unaware, I'm going to start off by kind of going over the act itself, and then kind of some of the stuff that follows that less people know about, that most of you still probably know about, and then I'll go and talk about it, I guess. So basically, September 11th, 2001, that was like 2 months before I was born, is basically it wasn't from ISIS, but some terrorist from the Middle East hijacked a whole bunch of United Airlines flights. Pretty sure it was United. This was before you had to go through the insane TSA security lines and, you know, before all the pat-downs and everything. You just walked in the airport, showed your ticket, got on your plane. And they got on the plane too, and they brought, I think, guns, and I don't think they were bombs, right? Because, yeah, no. But basically, they had 4 planes in total they hijacked, and I think 2 of them, one of them I know was Boston to LAX, and there were definitely some other flights. But basically, it was like United 11. This is all from memory. And they went on. The first guy hijacks the plane, just, there's no security, so he just goes up into the cockpit, kicks the pilot out, locks him out, boom. And then he starts flying the plane. Back then, of course, this event really changed how security works in the entire U.S. now. So back then, they weren't, constantly checking planes to make sure everything was okay. But this plane did stop responding and stuff, and they sent out, just too late, I believe, 2 fighter jets from the Air Force to go deflect it and see what's going on. But at that point, they were too late. But the plane came down. It was flying super low over Manhattan. People are down there wondering what's going on. And they flew it straight into one of the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center. And because of this is insane, So now there are reporters on rooftops all around Manhattan, and there are aerial shots from all around New York, different islands, helicopters. They have every single new TV channel basically is showing live footage of the Twin Towers, and you have one tower here and you have another tower here that a plane just flew into, and there's black smoke coming out, and it's bad. So now live TV is covered with the video of this plane that flew into a tower. And then they hijacked another flight, I believe it was from Boston as well, and a few minutes later, there was like a 10-minute difference, I think, the next plane came and flew into the second one. But this time, there's video of it all over the internet because everyone was filming when this second plane went in, because they were looking at the other tower. So now you have these 2 towers. People are freaking out. America's about ready to go on lockdown. The president has to get in. I can't recall if he was in it already or if he was about to or something. But now Reagan's in Air Force One, and they closed down all air traffic. Everyone had to land. Air traffic for the U.S. was closed for the rest of the day. And the only one allowed, they had Air Force in the sky, and they had Air Force One, the president in the sky, and that's it. No one else was allowed. But then, of course, there was another flight that was hijacked, and this one went straight into the Pentagon. This one didn't kill as many people from the Twin Towers. The plane's flying into him because, imagine this I believe it was a Monday morning too. You just have everyone in at work. It was like 9 a.m., so everyone's here at work. Everyone has just made it. That's kind of the golden time when no one's gone yet. Well, everyone's at work. You got fully loaded flights from Boston to LAX, and flying the 2 planes in, and in total it wound up killing 3,000 people. And I believe 45 minutes after each respective crashing, the tower collapsed because they kind of came in above midway. So then as stuff started to crumble and burn, eventually 45 minutes later, the rest of the building just collapsed on itself. And there were firefighters in there saving people when the buildings collapsed. There were still people in there that couldn't escape. If you were above the plane crash, you definitely had quite a difficult time getting down. So they flew a plane into the Pentagon. That was the third one. And the fourth one, the people realized that the plane had gotten hijacked. So they went inside. People got together. The passengers got together. I can't recall if they had heard about this already. And they went in and they just beat up the terrorists, got them out. But at this point, they're just civilians, and they didn't know how to fly the plane. So they just crashed it in a field in Pennsylvania. Which is still better than, where was it? It was going for the White House, I'm pretty sure. It was either going for the White House or the Congress, but somewhere in Washington, I think, the plane was headed for. So they managed to crash it in Pennsylvania, so there goes another, how many people are on the plane? 200-300. So just overall, absolutely horrible day. And that event has shaped the way the world, or the U.S. at least, works now, like, completely. Every single aspect of security that you go through is, generally speaking, was probably not there before 9/11. Before 9/11, you could drive by the White House and everything, and now all the roads that originally went through kind of the National Mall and anywhere near the White House have been gated off. You used to be able to see the White House, and it's complete. They surrounded it with trees. I mean, you cannot see it at all. Even if you're right next to it, you usually cannot see it because it's just fully protected. That's really why security is so high anywhere you go now. And yeah, so what can we get all out of this? And if you have not watched the weekly gospel I posted yesterday, I'm kind of going off that, in that God does not make bad things happen. He's an all good God. He cannot do that by nature. But he can let things happen because we have brought bad things into this world. And with the bad things we bring into this world, we do bring in people that just want to go kill 3,000 people for absolutely no reason. But as always, God does have a plan and he does have a reason. And even though we cannot understand this, and this is something I cannot understand either, it's something that's part of God's plan, and it's something that someday when we make it into heaven, we'll be able to look back and go, I guess that did work out for good, God. I guess you did really have a plan with that. I guess you actually meant something when you did that. So yeah, that's your vlog for today. Super interesting topic. If you guys are okay with it, I would highly recommend going and just watching videos of it on YouTube, because there are videos all over YouTube just really long videos of the footage when the planes crash, and talking to people who were, at coffee shops across the street when the first plane crashed, just everywhere. And if you're okay with that kind of content, go watch it, because it's really interesting and eye-opening. It's just not something you can see anywhere else. It's fascinating, just this entire event. So, anyways, that's it for the vlog. I know this vlog could have been a lot better, and I just physically, I cannot do justice something that deserves so much more like this. So, I hope you guys are okay with that, and anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy it, like it. If you did not, dislike it. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comment section down below. And I will see you next week, guys. Bye, bye, bye.